Peace. Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of the Foul Playland. As always, I'm your foul player, burnt to a char. My chest is fucking bothering me to no avail from being burnt the other day. It's getting better now, though. And speaking to you live from the vacation. Um, Wanted to talk about a few things that I seen come across the radar. One, I mean, like the inflation thing. Uh, these things that have to do with the economy, I'm always interested in. Um, Especially now, that I try to give some sort of a investing insight, if you will, like non-financial advice. So I mean, like don't ever follow me as far as financial advice to a T. In fact, the biggest that I'm a proponent of is silver, and I wouldn't and that's more as a preservation of wealth. As I always said that, and not a get rich quick scheme, get rich quick thing, or it could become a tool to get rich. I think it will, but that as investment advice, no, I'm not a financial advisor, but wink, wink. Um, I don't know. There may be something happening with my Wi-Fi, like because I keep getting that indication that it's fucking up. Um, Matter of fact, let me take my phone off Wi-Fi. But I had that yesterday, and when I was peeping it yesterday, like my screen kept going in and out, like my face kept freezing. But we'll cook along as best we could. I'm just waiting on see if anybody else pops in, so I'm not like talking to myself like outright. But regardless, I'll start to cook in any event. But first thing I wanted to talk about was the inflation. Um, that there was a decrease in wholesale inflation. I guess that's I was trying to look up like what a easy explanation of that was, and I really couldn't. I'm not gonna like bullshit you, but I know last month they said that the rise of inflation was at 4.8 for the month, and I think they said that being that the whole lockdown shit really took into hold this time last month last year, so May of last year, the difference in 4.8 from May to now had to largely to do with the fact that we were locked down. So that's not like a number that we should be scared of. That they said that the big to be scared of is the fact that 0.6 for the year. Um, when at this point, like it should be balanced. Um, like now that things are like a little bit more open and earnest, like they said at this month already in June was a 7% inflation rate. And again, like I mean, like I'm pretty sure that at no point, like this is just my prediction, that at no point of that rate being like you're not gonna see like a real hard body the big ass burden on that roof. But you're not gonna see a big price bump in like this is just me thinking out loud. Like you're not gonna see like a real crazy jump in prices or like a crazy jump in gas um until like shit hits the proverbial fan. That's just me because like it seems like with the economy, like it's been going that way for a while. Damn, my chest is bothering me. Where it's like one bubble to the another bubble. Like so I use like real estate as being a bubble. Like the fact that real estate has climbed um and continues to climb. Like the fact that we're at a record at like home sales. We have more realtors right now in the country than we do available properties to sell. Um, So I mean, like, that's a bubble that I think is nearing its peak. Um, I think cryptocurrencies, the fact that a lot of people rushed into cryptocurrencies or crypto assets, is another bubble or another representation of a bubble. I think, will we see a bubble in precious metals? Like, if you see one, I predict that it would be more like with gold, and that would be like, we're at our last leg. There's nothing else to jump to. Like, I think, like, right now, like, the fact that these bubbles do happen and it goes from one thing to the other to the other, um, it's more of that's not like a healthy sign of an economy. That's more like a desperate heave, like, from the economy. And that right now, like, the fact that it got to crypto assets even is a real bad indication of like what the economy is doing. Because I am, in my eyes, like, the fact that these things like go up so high, housing, cryptocurrencies, um, commodities, whatever have you, they're more of an indication that the dollar's whack. But have we really got to see, as far as like in everyday life, like with the price of bread or some shit, the fact that the dollar's whack? I don't think so yet. Like, I think that we're gonna get that step, like, when it's like already like way too late. Like, literally one day to another. Like, so for instance, like when Trump was the president, I think he printed like another 14 trillion more dollars, and we already had like 16 trillion in debt. So that's almost like a 50% like bump of like money printing or new debt. Like, money printing is like basically new debt, or watering down the value of a currency. Theoretically, did we see, like, with the almost 50% jump in new debt or new currency, like a 50% bump in the cost of gas? No. Like, a cost of bread or a cost of your food shopping? No, it didn't really. So I think that when we get to that point, like, where like maybe the dollar isn't gonna buy you like a lot of shit, or wait significantly less, is when we're at like the cliff's edge, and like fucking it's only down from there. That's just me like thinking out loud. Um and that's just me more telling you as to why you should move your money elsewhere. Like, right now, like, the sexiest investment isn't going to be the best investment, like, and the sexier investment is the crypto assets. And like, I'll have like 100 people ask me about crypto assets. I have maybe one that asks me about precious metals, and it's never about silver, it's always about gold when it comes to precious metals. you know um and oh, speaking of which, I actually bought some silver yesterday. I want to show you. Baby girl, I'm trying to call my wife. Love, let me throw my sunglasses at the door. Give me 1 second, guys. But Nick, the octopus from the thing, or bring me the octopus from the thing in the room somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Two things. Um, they're not investment like grade shit. Like, it's like more like fancy stuff, or like a memento. Thanks, love. But I bought this little octopus pendant. Um, I love octopuses too, and it looks like mean too. It's actually for a necklace, or meant to be worn with a necklace. And the actual little loop thing that holds the necklace in, look how nice it is, ornate. See it? It's cool. But that's a 925 silver, or sterling silver is 9.25% pure, and that's what this is. I paid 250 for it. Uh, not investment. The weight of it is almost is 9.92% pure silver. So I mean, it's not like terrible, but I just thought it looked cool, and just something to keep like as a memento for the vacation. I actually bought my wife another necklace too. It was like $100, but that one's nice too. It's cute. But um, so yeah, I mean, like I that's say like it's good to park with precious metals because you don't want to get to that point where like even God forbid like your money is at a 50% like capability of buying what you need to buy like to like per se if you wanted to buy silver and it was $31 an ounce today or $32 an ounce to buy today, you don't want to get to like even where it's like $70 an ounce. You're gonna be like theoretically like being able to buy half of what you were able to buy yesterday. And like if it gets to that point, a lot of other people are going to be rushing in, and it's just going to drive the price to a crazy levels. Um, and it's just going to be harder for you to buy. Like crypto. I mean, like is crypto like easy to buy like that? I mean, if you buy it on Robinhood or some shit, like you don't really own the crypto anyway, and I wouldn't recommend buying it on Robinhood or Coinbase. I don't fuck with Coinbase except to buy Algorand and I regime like in Coinbase because and it's way less than I'm talking like 500 tops. The most I've ever spent was like a G. But here and there I'll do like 300, 200. And that's mostly to buy Algorand. I'm gonna start putting my Coinbase fucking link like on the thing because I get like $10 worth of free cryptocurrency if you want to hook your boy up. But yeah, like I don't drop too much money in like Coinbase like and I don't do it like every month even like I may do it like once a month, that's it. But besides that like everything else is like to the safe assets. Like right now the economy is way too nuts and like people aren't seeing it yet to be like taking risk. Like for me, like if I take risk, I mean like I just started taking risk. I always tell people this, I just started taking risk after with in the crypto space after studying it for close to 2 years. Like it was a year and a half, let's say, like without making zero moves, like just studying crypto and like studying like what I think would be worth money like long term, like which cryptos are good, which cryptos are whack, and still not making a move, sitting on my hands. But all that time I was amassing or attempting to amass precious metals. So I really had to get comfortable where my position stood as far as precious metals go to start fucking with crypto. And I think you should do the same. Like, I mean, if you don't have any precious metals, I wouldn't even look at crypto personally. Again, I mean, I don't know if I said it yesterday clearly, but my number one position is silver, number one. Um, Platinum and cryptos number two, and gold number three. At this current juncture, I'm not gonna lie to you, I buy zero worth of gold. Like I don't buy anything worth of gold. I really, 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 really have to get to a position of no storage space to be buying like more gold. I'd rather buy platinum. You do want to keep a little bit just in case like the price were to go up in gold and not in silver, like where gold would skyrocket astronomically, which I think could happen. Like like they make the new bubble like gold. If the new bubble were gold and silver were like still like $30 or $50, like and gold were to shoot up to 5 Gs or some shit, then I think you should throw everything you got at like silver because it's gonna follow it and it may even outpace it. Um yeah, so that's how like I do my holdings, if you will. Um but right now, I mean if you're coming in, like I mean I wouldn't even look at the other number two and number three as far as gold, silver. I mean as far as gold, crypto and platinum. I wouldn't even bother. Like I would just straight up plunge into silver. That's just me personally. Jewelry. start trading that stuff in and buying silver with it. Not financial advice. Coming from me, like I was convincing my wife like to trade a ring I bought her a couple years ago. I paid like 2 grand for it. And I would literally like walk away happy if I were able to get 20 ounces of silver from that ordeal. Like I'll take that loss. I don't care. I'll probably get a little more, but you know, in my mind, like my happy level would be 20 ounces, which is like 660, 640 bucks. Um, now, but let me get to my second topic at hand, which is the UFOs. That personally, I never seen a UFO. I think I something that may have been. Me and my family did when we were in Incoterms, Virginia, on vacation. Um, just something that was flying like way, way, way high. It wasn't flying like at crazy astronomical speed or anything like that. Um, uh, but it was I just couldn't identify it. But it wasn't like mystified, like holy, you know, like thing in my mind, like maybe that could have been a rocket ship. Maybe it could have been a really, really high flying plane that I don't see many of. And the thing is too that like me being a city boy, I don't get the chance to see the stars that often. Even where I live now in the suburbs, like um, you don't get like a clear sky. But you know, in spite of all that, I didn't think that book it. That was a UFO, like fucking case closed. Like life changing event. Nah, didn't get any of that. But I know a lot of people that have seen like legit UFOs, like, and I mean these aren't people that like are like trying to get cool points, but none of that. Like these are like serious people that I would take their word in seeing that they in them like that they believe that they saw a UFO. Like I'm not gonna say that there's existence of UFOs because of them. Like even though I do think that aliens exist and there's something else to this world that hasn't been taught to us yet. But don't take my word for it. Supposedly, the government is disclosing information on UFOs at the end of this month, June, which is fucking bananas because one, that should be like the biggest story like ever. Like the fact that like they're gonna release information like about that to us. Could it be Fugazi, the information they release? I mean, like I would say so. I would look at it with a little bit of a with a tinge of suspicion. Um, but is it still bananas? Fuck yeah. I mean, like the videos that they've supposedly released were like military videos. Look mad choppy. Like I mean, like 3 videos that they look super grainy. Like there's better technology and better video UFOs than that. Like I've seen like with like like one ship splitting to like 9, fucking like them doing crazy shit. Like the ones that they showed like were like black and white, like real bootleg looking cameras. Like supposedly there's also video of them like being able into the water and travel at like speeds like that like jets travel or some shit like in the air. Um there's also like video of them like appearing one place and then disappearing and appearing somewhere else like really far. Like who knows what the hell they're gonna tell us. Like I'm just like surprised that like it's not like major news. Not surprised. I can't really say I'm surprised by that, but like that people ain't bitching about the fact that like this is gonna happen at the end of this month in a couple days, supposedly. And by them co-signing saying that they're gonna release info on that. Like it's almost like saying like, I'm gonna tell you um information on how your wife cheated, let's say, at the end of the month. Like you would be like pretty much knocking down my door like fucking every day and bothering me and telling me like what the fuck do you know? Like, and if I were to say, oh well, at the end of that, like I saw her cheating with Jeff and that's it, you know, like you would be like, pissed. And I'm not even leading up to like what the eventual response is going to be at the end of the month. I'm saying like leading up to the end of the month, like why ain't people like, fuck, some shit, like, like let me know, like you ain't getting any of that stuff. Um, Having said all that, I look at everything with a tinge of suspicion. Like, I would literally like I always said like, when I was more uh like I was never like Christian like that, but like when I was more religious, like you would literally have to have like Christ himself show up like to my room and tell me, like you're fucking up because of this and you do this or do that. And especially if it's something I don't want to hear, like, I'd be throwing a lot of questions back. I'd be throwing a lot of questions back just anyway, like, but these things that are out of this world, are admittedly going to be like talked about at the end of this month. And the fact that nobody seems to give one shit about it, like, and it's not that people don't give a shit about it. Like, I know people that are legit like scared about like this being a topic at the end of the month. But I think that a large part of it is like censoring of that issue. Like I know for sure, like I put that in the title today, and like a lot of the people that would normally come, like um like to my chats and shit, like probably aren't giving that notification, probably because of the title. But it is what it is, and I think that's happening at a mass scale. I think a lot of people are talking about that may even like bring this issue up. Like I don't know if they're getting strikes. Maybe I'll be the guinea pig in that and like see if I got a strike on this channel for that. But um what do you call it? Like I think maybe like the people that are talking about this are probably, being sequestered or you know, killed by the YouTube algorithm or the media algorithm. If they don't want you to know, you ain't gonna know. That's how it is today. Um, if you're getting your news from CNN and Yahoo News, like you're doing it wrong. Like never make a decision based on those things. Those things, I mean, like it's either deception or they're showing you the fire when it's already at full blaze. Now give a shit about the fire when it's at full blaze. But don't look into the pre-existing conditions or when the fire was controllable. You know, um, so I mean, like regardless of what happens down the pipe, like with that, like as far as like beings from another dimension, like making their first appearance, their first cameo. Um, I wouldn't buy into it either way. Like I mean, like I could see like something, and this is my prediction. I could see them saying like oh well, these people have come into our realm and they want to completely lock us down, or they want us to do this, this, and that. And if we don't, like that, they'll like you know run through all of us and like, or they have the capability of destroying us. And I think a lot of people that last year were saying, oh well, that you should be locking down and you should be trusting science and all this other crazy shit are going to be like the same people that say, well, let's just throw in the towel, like give in, like these things are from like the fringes of scientific realm, and you don't understand these things, like, because you don't trust science, and, like, listen to us, or they're gonna fuck us all over, or we'll all be fucked. Very similar to like what was happening last year when we were first locked down. I think you get a lot of the fear mongering, and basically like telling you to submit without telling you to submit. Um, and I mean, I don't believe in God or most religions. I am very spiritual, but if you're on this earth, it's to fight. It's to grab the day by the balls, like regardless of the situation in front of you. I mean, like, the worst thing you could do in a fight is run away, because I mean, like, you can't fight with your back turned. But when you're in the game, I mean, like, David slew Goliath with the stone. Um could he have slown Goliath and say like, nah, he's too big and fucking I'm giving in, or like, fuck that, not fighting this dude? No. I mean that you don't accomplish it like by giving up. So grab every day by the balls and squeeze until that day is on its knees, like, no homo. The But I heard that in a song and I thought it was words to live by. And yeah, I mean, like, maybe I'll talk about this on a later stream. Like, fucking I like engaging more, and like, not a lot of people are coming through in the chat. Maybe I got algorithmically bombed by the powers that be at YouTube. But let me let you guys go with this one. I gotta go on a nature hike anyway. But with that, I'm out. Thanks for stepping into the Fire Playland. Peace.